everyone. Today is May 14th. It is Monday and it is beautiful outside, and I am here at the school and ready to go in. Just kind of wanted to give you guys a brief overview of my weekend. So I did work on Saturday, which wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Mostly because I only worked from 5 to 11. So pretty much my day with my kids, I don't want to say it was over, because I did miss like eating dinner with them and putting them to bed and stuff like that. But we did the activities that we wanted to do as a family already that day, and so it wasn't horrible. I did find out that my supervisor though, my supervisor is trying to get me to have Saturdays off, so that I would have Sunday, Wednesday, and Saturday off. That will then put me down to part-time hours, and I'm totally okay with that. I think that's probably going to be best going into the summer and then going into this next school year, so that I'll be able to keep that job and do my student teaching. Also, on a, I don't know, my supervisor for my new job, for that job, is awesome. I was telling my husband that, so I've had 3 supervisors, kind of 4 even, within the last like month. So I had my original supervisor who was really chill and everything like that, and when he would grade phone calls for me, they would always be like 93, 97, which is really good. And then I switched over, and then I had a sub supervisor who again would grade phone calls and stuff, and I would get pretty high scores on my calls, so I hadn't changed anything. And then the other supervisor came, the one that made my life a living hell for a few weeks, and I would get like 50% and lower on those phone calls, and I'm like, I didn't change anything, like nothing has changed. And so it was awful, just absolutely awful. And so I get business coaching or call graded with my new supervisor, and it's a 100% again. So I really don't think it was me. Like, I really don't. I think it was that supervisor. Like, if 3 other people graded calls of mine and I hadn't changed anything, I really think it was that supervisor that was really causing me a lot of stress and anxiety. So anyway, and yesterday was Mother's Day, and I had a wonderful day yesterday, and we planted my garden for like our vegetable garden, and we had a picnic dinner. Like, it was just a very simplistic day, and I loved every moment of it. So it was a lot of fun. But now I'm back here at school, and I am ready to go in. I'm ready to work. And oh, other fun, exciting news. So I did turn in my assignment last week for observations, and I didn't pass the first time. I passed all of the actual curriculum stuff. Like, I passed all of that, but they found a few spelling mistakes and stuff like that, which probably happened because I was like super tired when I was writing most of it. And so I had my husband go through and proofread my paper and fix those things for me, because I have a really hard time proofreading my own papers, because my mind reads them correctly, if that makes sense. So I have a hard time going through my own paper and grading it. So I had my husband do it, and he fixed it like in one evening. I think he did it Friday night, or was it Saturday night? Maybe it was Saturday night. I think it was Saturday night he did that. And then I resubmitted it Saturday night, and it was graded this morning, and I passed the class. So I am done with all my schoolwork until I start my student teaching. I am probably in the summertime going to spend a few days writing my 2-week, it's more like a 2.5 week lesson plan. I have to go to my teacher of record here at the school and get some photocopies from her of the worksheets that are in the thing. So I have to do that. And yeah, and then I can just have that all written up and completed, so that all I have to do is come in and gather the data, teach the lessons, gather more data, and not have to stress about writing everything for my teacher work sample. So I'm excited about that. And then I also want to try and email the other teacher of record that I'm going to be with and see if I can come in at the end of one school day just to like talk and get to know her, so I can find out kind of what to expect from her and to expect from her class. Maybe even go in like after I drop my son off at school sometime this week or next week and do some observations in her classroom as well, just so I can kind of get an idea of what it's going to be like, even though it's the end of the school year. But I wanted to see kind of like what she does. So I'm probably going to email her today at some point and just kind of introduce myself and be like, hey, I was wondering if I can come in and meet you this week or next. And so yeah, that's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to go ahead and head on in, and I will see you guys after school. Bye. So we're driving and talking today because it is 10 minutes past the time I was supposed to get out of there, because we were out at recess, and so I couldn't get back in to get my bag and leave. And the reason why I was at recess right before we left is because my day I got here and my day kind of changed drastically, I guess you would say. So today I got into the school, and the teacher that I normally am with goes, she's like, I wish I had your number, I would have called you, told you didn't have to come in today. And first of all, I love going in, so I'm going to go in no matter what. And so, because they had SAGE testing first thing this morning, and they were gonna do SAGE testing, and then they were gonna go out for recess, and then they were gonna come in and start working on, they were gonna be working on narrative papers. So, couldn't do anything with them. And so I was like, oh, it's okay, I'll go over to the teacher that I will be doing my student teaching with, and that'll be fine. Well, I get there and come to find out that the teacher that I'm going to be doing my student teaching with not all next year, but doing my student teaching with next year, she hurt her back, and so she'll be out all week. And so I was like, well, now I don't know what to do. And the student counselor that let the substitute in said, well, why don't you stay here and help out the sub, because the sub actually just got a job there teaching 4th grade for next year, and she'll be in the dual language program. And so he's like, why don't you stay and help and observe from her? And it was kind of nice observing somebody kind of younger, and maybe somebody who just graduated, because she has not necessarily more technology type stuff, but I did get a couple ideas from her, other than the fact that I'm like, she did her student teaching in 2nd grade, and I felt like she was trying to use some of the same behavior management skills from the 2nd grade in the 4th grade, which sometimes that works. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it just is a little silly for them. And some of the things she was doing did seem a little silly, but I saw kind of where she was coming from, and so I wrote some of them down. And yeah, I still need to talk though with my person for next year, because I need to get some worksheets printed off before summer so that I can like really plan out these lessons during the summertime. Since I don't have any other schoolwork to do, I might as well get ahead, and it's not like stressful because it's not necessarily required for me to do it this summer. But if I have, you know, some evenings where I can do it, or during the day where I can do it, like when my kids are doing silent reading or reading together or something like that, I can be working on my things. So there's that. And the majority of the time that the sub was there, they were playing like this Jeopardy game, and so it was different. Like, it was a different kind of day. Which with the Jeopardy game, I'm like, you know what? I either really need to get clickers in my classroom so that I can like digitally record everyone's answers, so I can really see what everyone is and get like that kind of an assessment from it, or I need, which it'll be cheaper to do this route first, so I'm probably gonna do this one. I need to get the thing called Plickers, and once I get it, like, oh, I can kind of describe to you what it is, but like, you have pretty much questions on the board, and you get like your phone app, and each of the kids have like a card that they turn a certain way, and you scan their barcodes for their answers, and the app picks up all the barcodes on their thing, and you're able to assess whether or not they got the question right or wrong, stuff like that. And so I think I need to do that first, and probably have that ready to go for student teaching. So I think I'm gonna get that this summer. And the cards, I mean, you can print off the cards and laminate them yourself, or you can just buy them, which I'm probably just gonna buy them because they're not super expensive to begin with. So I'll probably just buy them. So if you haven't heard of Plickers, go ahead and look it up. I'm probably gonna end up using that instead of just regular Jeopardy and whiteboard kind of a thing. So yeah. And then it was recess time. I'm hoping that, you know, I've been at the school way more than 8 weeks, and I feel very at home in the school. But I have also realized that I really need to step out of my comfort zone and get to know more teachers, so I don't feel like so frozen up with the other teachers in the area. Road construction. And so I'm hoping that I can really get to know the 4th grade team, and maybe even the 5th grade team. Like, just really get to know people in general, so that I can not feel so like awkward at the playground during recess because I don't know the teachers and talk to them and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, it's weird. Like, I'm doing my, how do I put it? I'm doing my observation hours, and so I'm not student teaching. Like, I'm kind of in an awkward phase, I guess you could say, of my schooling, where I'm actually done with my observation hours, so I'm just volunteering at this point. But I haven't started my student teaching yet, and so like I know what I'm doing, but I can't go ahead and do what I want to do. Like, it's just this really awkward phase. But I am almost home, so I'm gonna let you guys go for the day. Really quick, I have been getting quite a few new subscribers to this channel, and I just want to say hi to you guys. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Summer is coming, and so I'm trying to come up with different ideas of summertime videos that you guys might want to see, because obviously I'm not going to be doing observation hours. So let me know below in a comment what you guys want to see this summer from me. Do you want to see how I'm preparing for student teaching? Do you want to see more of an insight into my actual home life with my kids and what I do with my kids to keep them occupied and engaged as much as I can in the summertime? Like, what do you guys want to see from me this summer? Like I said, I have kind of a list going, but I'm more than well happy to change it up to kind of accommodate what you guys want to see from me. So go ahead and just leave a comment down below. What do you guys want to see? And I will make sure that, you know, it gets on the list, and I will film something and get it up for you guys. So I will let you guys go, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Good morning today. Good morning, sorry. Today is May 15th, so we are halfway through May at this point. I'm excited to get into school and be with a class that I truly know and love. Like I said, yesterday I was in my cooperative teacher's classroom, and it was a sub. It was just really weird and awkward, honestly. Like, I feel like I was not as helpful as I could have been, but I don't know how I could have been more helpful when they were just playing like a Jeopardy game, like, and then, I don't know, just, it was weird. And then I got home, and I feel like I got a lot accomplished yesterday, but then again, I feel like I didn't. So I got a Mother's Day special is what my kids are calling it, video edited, so that I will post that this Wednesday, so by the time you're seeing this, it'll already be up on my channel. And then I started posting editing next week's vlog for observations, and I just spent like a lot of time outside yesterday, which is probably why I'm like a little bit more pink today. That, and I don't have makeup on. Well, I hardly have makeup on. I have a little bit of blush and highlighter, and that's it. But really quick, to let you kind of into my personal life again, I didn't work yesterday, which means I have to work on Sunday to make up for yesterday. I was totally planning on working, and then my oldest son came home, and we had to talk about some things that went down in school. I told him, and I'm the kind of person, I need you guys to understand this when I say this, I'm the kind of mom, I never tell my kids who they can and cannot play with, ever. There are some kids I would rather them avoid playing with, but I never flat out tell my kids that you are not allowed to play with this person. Because I think that takes away their agency. I think that takes away their opportunity to learn who they should be playing with and who they should not be playing with, like who might be a good influence and raise them up and who might be a bad influence and bring them down. And it's not even that a second grader is like a bad influence per se, but when they make your son feel the way that he feels all the time, it's not good. But yesterday I flat out told my son that he could not play with this one kid. And my son had a complete meltdown. He threatened to slit his throat. Like, it was bad, you guys. So I called my supervisor at work and I'm like, I'm not working today. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but my kid comes first. I have to take care of this. And my son had to be by my side the rest of the day because I don't think he would have done anything. But it was serious enough that he just kept saying things. He wrote me a note saying that he gave up on life and he wanted me to kill him. Like, it was bad yesterday. And I'm not saying this for like a pity party type of a thing, but I just want to let you guys in on, like, this is my life. Like, my oldest, he's autistic, and I've mentioned that before. And we have our good days and we have our bad days. And yesterday was definitely one of the bad days. And when they're really good, they're really good. And when they're bad, they're really bad. I also think he is bipolar as well, which could have played a major part into what happened yesterday as well. But then I had to have a talk with him about, you know, when you say things like that, the next time what mommy's gonna have to do. And I told him that I would have to bring him into a hospital. It's called a psychiatric ward. They would have to evaluate him and he might have to stay there, and mommy can't stay with him. Mommy would have to go home and he'd have to stay there by himself. I'm like, there'd be other people around, but you won't be people that you know. And you'd have to go to therapy there, and you'd have to like work hard so that they would let you come back out. And I didn't say that to scare him, but I wanted him to understand that, you know, things happen when you say things, even when you don't mean it. Like things happen, and it's to keep him safe. And you could tell that he felt really bad about saying it, but I could also tell that he didn't feel bad enough that I don't know how to put it, because I don't think he would have done anything, but he didn't feel bad enough that he wouldn't say it again, kind of a thing. So we'll see how everything goes today. It was a night, you guys. I was so emotionally drained after yesterday. But I'm glad to be back here at the school and be with some other kiddos. And then I'm glad that I don't work until 5 o'clock so that I can be there for my son when he gets home and hopefully not have to take another day off to take care of the situation. So we'll see what happens. I will keep you guys kind of updated about that tomorrow. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and head on in and see how my class did with their SAGE testing yesterday, because I wasn't there with them. And so I'm really interested to know how they feel like they did. So I will let you go. Bye. We're going to do a drive and talk so that I can get home to make sure that my son's ready to go to school, because he has speech day. And it's like I hope he has speech day. I don't remember getting something and saying he didn't. That's nice. So, it's his last week of speech for the school year. Because next week he doesn't have school on Tuesday. He doesn't have school Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday of next week. He has school next Thursday for his class party, and then next Friday is his graduation. It's like the school year is like totally winding down for him. What did I want to talk about? So what did I do today? I went in, almost forgot that I had bus duty today. So I was late to bus duty. I don't know why it spaced my mind. I never forget. Today I did. And then it was kind of, I don't want to say it was a weird day, but it was like, I've said before, they're done with their curriculum, so they're trying to fill in time at this point. So at the beginning of the day, they were finishing up an assignment that they were doing yesterday, which was a pretty cool assignment. So they had a picture of the Mirror of Erised from Harry Potter, and they were supposed to write down what they thought they would see in the mirror, and then draw a picture of it in the mirror. And so some of the students shared what they thought they would see, and then the teacher read Harry Potter to them today. She asked if I wanted to, but I was in the middle of, I brought books to the classroom for the kids to read, and I was trying to figure out where they all were. So I was in the process of getting the list of books that I did bring in, so I could figure out where they all are. The good news is, I found out where all of the Ford Henry books are that I brought in, but I still don't know where one of my Who Would Win books is. So, let's figure that out. And then, I think tomorrow I might see if she's available for me to show her Classroom Library, the website that I'm using. And if you guys want to see it, I obviously have not used it with a classroom, but I can show you what I'm planning on doing with my Classroom Library, with the whole process of students borrowing books from it or not. Because when you spend that much money on books, you want to know where your books are. And so you want to make sure that they're taken care of. So, and she's gonna have Chromebooks, a classroom, not a whole classroom session. She's gonna have 2 Chromebooks every day in her classroom. So she could totally use this website and have a librarian have a time when her library is open to check out books. To check out books and check books in. And yeah, she'll have to teach her kids how to use it, but they'll totally be able to use it. So I might try to show her it tomorrow, and so that she can figure out if she wants to use it or not. But and it was a great help for me today because I was able to see what books that I had and what ones I didn't have at the moment. And it totally emphasized to me, yeah, I'm definitely using this because I don't like not knowing who has what. So definitely gonna be doing that. And then it was recess time. Only one student had to make up the rest of a test, and so I stayed in with her most of the time. She finished, well, not even most of the time, she finished pretty quick. And that's when I was writing the books I was missing on the board. I'm I'm missing these books. I'm I kind of want them back. I kind of want them back. And the teacher feels so bad. She's like, I'm so sorry that you don't know where all your books are. And I'm it's okay. I'm we'll figure it out. It'll show up. I'm not a big deal. And then they did what's called Reader's Theater. So they had little skits that she broke them into 4 different groups to read different stories. And so they assigned each other parts, and then they would read them. I'm waiting to get through. There we go. So yeah, it wasn't a huge full of tons of things to do kind of day, but I liked it. It was still something that I truly liked to do. So And I was thinking, and this can be another comment that you guys can leave down below. I think every day I'm going to try to come up with something that, you know, give you a variety of things that you can comment on this video with. But if you read Harry Potter and you know what the Mirror of Erised is, and you know that it shows your deepest desires, what, if it's not too personal, what would you see in the mirror? I think I would see myself playing, actually, I don't know, like, it's one of those things, like, do you really know what you truly your deepest desire is? Because I could tell you that I would hope that I would see myself, like, just playing with my kids and being a teacher, like, the life that I want for me and my kids and my family. Maybe even having my homestead, with my cow on it. Really want a cow. And just living the life that I envision for my family, and just being happy. And that's not saying that I'm not happy right now. I mean, I'm stressed quite often, but I am happy. Like, I truly am happy. I'm truly a blessed person. And so, but what would you guys see if it's not too personal? Leave a comment down below. What would you see in that mirror? Is it gonna be something along the lines of what I would see? Like, just let me know. So, and I am almost home, so I'm gonna let you guys go pretty much after I make this turn. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be working tonight and I won't have another meltdown situation with my son after school, because that was awful. But I will see you guys tomorrow, and yeah, I guess I'll wait until I make this turn now. So we'll water my garden too. Alright, so I will see you guys later. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow when I get to school. Bye. Good morning. So it is May 16th and I am here at the school. I did end up working last night, which is good. I needed to work and kind of get away a little bit, which is sad when I'm like, I needed to work and get away. Yesterday was a lot better with my son. Just kind of giving you an update on it. He was still kind of upset when he came home from school. He still had a couple meltdowns, but it wasn't anywhere near as drastic as it was on Monday. So that's good. But I'm here at the school. I'm about to head on in. I'm hoping to maybe teach the teacher about maybe a classroom library organization thing today. That might really help her so that she can feel confident and sometimes even letting students bring her books home, because she'll know when and who has the books and stuff like that. So I might be able to teach her about that today, and I'm hoping to, like, it should only take like maybe 10 minutes to do, to just set up the account and give her a quick run through of it and stuff like that, and get it on her phone so that she can scan. And I could even help her start scanning all of her books. I could probably do it all today if she just gave me her phone and I just started scanning away, because my reading group will just be silent reading, so that they can try to get some reading counts points. So that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna head on in. It's gonna be a great day. I'm off today. Oh, you guys see, I got sunburned. My arms are so red. I'm wearing long sleeves today because my arms are so red, and I'm like, oh, I cannot have the kids see my red arms. But my face, I didn't want to put any makeup over it because I just wanted to heal. So I got so sunburned yesterday because I've been spending like every day outside with my kids, which I absolutely love. But even if I do put sunscreen on, it doesn't really even work for me. Like, you guys are gonna hate me and lecture me, I'm sure, but I need to get better at sunscreen, and I need to find one that actually works for my family, because I know personally I could put sunscreen on and I still burn. So I don't know. So I hope that this heals up pretty quickly. And I hope that I don't like start peeling really bad because of it. But like this arm, it's like, it hurts. I'm gonna go ahead, head inside, and I will talk to you guys after school. Okay, so we're gonna drive and talk again. Sorry, I do know that it makes for longer vlogs. Oh, it's hot in here. But I need to go home, make a list of things I need to get done today, since today is a day off, and I'm not gonna have another day off until next Wednesday. So after this, I'm working 6 days in a row, which I'm not happy about. That's because I had to take Monday off. So this is my last day off for like a week. So I need to try to get done as many things as I possibly can do today. So my day today, so I had to make photocopies and I was going to their packets. So I went to a special workroom that had the copy machine that you could do a staple sort, so it automatically staples it for you. And then my mentor called me and I got distracted and I ended up not even doing the staple sort. So I still had to bring it back to the classroom, sort out the packets, and staple them myself. Which is just funny because that was not the purpose. Like, I went specifically to that copy machine so that I didn't have to do that, and then I ended up forgetting. And then they ended up taking part of their end of year district math test today. So there's like 50 questions on it, and the teacher only wants them to do up to number 25 today. So they spent like the first 30 minutes of school working on that. Some of them got through number 35, some of them did not. They'll get back to it later today, those who did not get to number 25, and they will work on it some more. And then it was reading group time, and I just was having silent reading time with my group because we finished our book last week, and so I didn't want to pull out any new books. And so what I'm allowing them to do is just kind of do a mini readathon and write down the books that they read during that so that they can take quizzes on them. So we did that, and then during recess I stayed in with a student who is still making up a math test from like a few weeks ago. So I stayed in with her, and then some other kids wanted to just stay in and do some silent reading and stuff, and so I allowed that to happen as well because they're just trying to get to their goals. So did that. Then after recess we read Harry Potter. They only have one chapter left, and I'm like super bummed because they're gonna read it today and I'm not gonna be there to read it with them, and I secretly, not so secretly, want to drop my son off at school and then go back and spend the rest of the day with them because I want to just spend the day with them and finish the book with them. I won't. I have other things I need to get done, but I really, really want to. So that's what we did. It was a really easy day for me. I did teach the teacher about book source, so classroom book source, and I think I am going to do a video on it from what I can do right now. I don't have my own class to add students in, but I can kind of walk you guys through this, and this is a really good system even if you don't have a classroom right now. Because what I think I might do is I might even set it up for my own kids, so that this summer they can check books out from me, and then I need to keep buying books that they would like to be put into the library. And I might even buy like a cheap bookcase instead of building one right now. Man, like I might do that this weekend to see what kind of bookcase I can find that's like inexpensive from Walmart, so that I can have the books put away on a shelf and not all over the floor. Like I want to have like one spot for them right now, and then eventually build a shelf and get the baskets and stuff like that. So maybe I will do a video on that as well today. I am planning on recording my April haul finally today at some point. I am planning on doing that. I might do that while my husband, maybe when he's on lunch, and try to make it like a 15-minute video so that I can get that done after I take my son to school. But that's the plan for today. Nothing too cool or special happened other than they're almost done with Harry Potter, and I'm super excited for them. I love Harry Potter. I love reading, and I just need to do more of it. I need to get better at reading books and stuff like that. And so one of my summer goals with my kids is to read, not just read more books to them, but read more books for myself too. Because I don't have schoolwork to do this summer and stuff like that. And so why not find some books for me and read for myself as well. But I will let you guys all go, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow, the last day for the week. So bye. Good morning, everyone. Today is May 17th. It is Thursday, so it is the last day of me being here this week. And it's actually like my last full week being here. Like, it's crazy to think that next week's my last week coming in, which I need to tell the teacher. Because that last week of school for them, while I would love to come in Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, my husband's out of town and the kids are home that day. So, not gonna be able to do that unless I can find somebody to watch them for a few hours every morning. But anyway, like, it's just really, it's really nice. Yesterday was not as productive as I wanted to be on my day off, but I kind of just chilled and relaxed, and I think sometimes that's the most productive thing that you could do to kind of recharge your batteries, especially like when you're about to start working 6 days in a row. So that's what I did do. I still have not filmed my April haul. I will get that done possibly on Saturday. And then I was also really bummed. Today was my lash appointment day, but then I ended up, I have to pick up my kids from school because the carpool person fell through kind of again. And so my appointment's at 3 o'clock, and that's about the time that they get picked up from school, so I'm not gonna be able to go to my lash appointment. And so I have to figure out a way to reschedule that and fit that into my schedule somewhere. So I'm just really kind of just bummed about that, really. But I am going to head on in. I'm hoping she was able to get the app on her phone for her library account, the Booksource thing, so that I can just kind of spend the majority of my day just scanning in her books, kind of a thing, into her library. So that's what I am hoping to do. So I will talk to you later. And yeah, bye. Okay, so I'm actually leaving a little bit late, and my husband like started his like one-on-one like almost 10 minutes ago with his team, his like supervisor, and my kids have been snot noses today, so I'm gonna get home. Today was like this is gonna be super quick, you guys. I did not do much. Just pulling out. So today I added books to the classroom library, like the Booksource, classroom library, booksource.com. I added books in for her for the entire time I was there. Like, that's literally all I did. I stayed in from recess to do that, and I had kids with me doing silent reading so that they could reach their reading counts goals. Yeah. That's what I did today. So I think I might come in tomorrow. I asked her if I could bring my kids in tomorrow so I can work on the library some more. So I need to find some like things for my kids to do. So maybe I really will get them some McDonald's or something, and they can bring in some lunch. I don't know. Maybe they'll just bring in their Planet boxes. I do not know. But I need to talk to them and be like, you guys have to be quiet because this is still their class day. Like, they're still learning. They're still like doing things. So but I want to come in and continue with that project. Like, I want that project done by the time that I'm done. And I honestly might just bring my kids in with me the last like week of school. So on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, because if they're like, it's the last week of school, they're gonna be doing a lot of more like outdoor activities and stuff like that. I kind of just want to help clean up and stuff like that, and just kind of be there for as close to the end as I possibly can be. So I might do that, or I might even just ask Chris, my husband, if I can just leave the kids at home and go in for a couple hours and work on the library. So we'll see what happens. Oh, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I could go in from like 12:30 to 2, an hour and a half. My husband has an eye doctor's appointment again tomorrow. I'm still really bummed about my lash appointment. I'm gonna have to figure out when to reschedule that because I'm like super bummed. I needed my fill. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna let you guys go because that was really all that I did. So thank you guys for watching this again. I know I do like the whole end spiel at the very end now, but I want to personally, just so you know that it's not just a spiel thing, that I really do appreciate you guys watching these videos and supporting me and like following me on this journey. Like it does not go unnoticed by me, and I really do appreciate it. So I will see you guys next week for my final week, possibly, of going into the school, and until I start figuring out a summer series for you guys. So I will let you guys go and have just a wonderful, wonderful day. So bye. Thank you guys so much for watching all the way to the end of this video. If you're interested in subscribing to my channel, go ahead and click on the link down below. Or if you're interested in watching one of my previous videos, there's also a link for that. Thank you guys again so much, and I hope to see you here again next time. Bye.